Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host DeltaTDS, and today for match number 121, we've got the Subway boss Ingo going up against the Galar gym leader Klara. Ingo is the only trainer in the tournament to use Pokemon Legends Arceus team, because he doesn't have any of the exclusive Pokemon of that game. He's currently got a 4-1 record all the way from round 1, going 2-0 against Noland and 2-1 against Marley. As Klara has a 2-1 record where she beat Zinnia last round. Ingo's got the Mega Alakazam, as Klara's got the Dynamax Slowbro. And once these trainers are ready, we can see who will be moving on to round 4. Klara leading off with the Dragalge, Ingo leading off with that Gliscor. Gliscor starting off with an Earthquake, dealing 90% to that Dragalge, as Dragon Pulse does 3/4 to Gliscor. Klara switching out to the Weezing. Levitate's going to keep it safe from that Earthquake, as it's slowly healing itself up thanks to that Poison Heal. Gliscor going for Stone Edge, doing 19%, as Weezing goes for Strange Steam, dealing 37%. Gliscor getting an Aerial Ace off before another Strange Steam does take it out. And Ingo losing the first Pokemon of the match. Ingo sending out the Alakazam, probably the most terrifying thing for Klara's team. Tracing the Sniper ability. Ingo switching out the Alakazam to that Magnezone, taking 13% from that X-Scissor, popping the Air Balloon, and revealing that Drapion does have that Life Orb. Switching out to the Dragalge, Magnezone's gonna Thunder Wave it and get it paralyzed. And we've seen how paralysis is in this tournament. Flash Cannon's gonna do over a third to Dragalge. Dragon Pulse is going to do 28%, and Tri-Attack does finish it off, bringing it to 5v5 right now. Magnezone with the Flash Cannon is going to take out that Weezing. This thing may be slow, but it is terrifyingly strong. Klara sending back out the Drapion. Crunch is going to do 39% to Magnezone, as it goes for a Thunder Wave to paralyze Drapion. Drapion's not gonna like that. Switching out to the Machamp, Crunch is gonna do 22%, and Machamp reveals that it has the Flame Orb and the Guts ability. Switching out to the Galarian Slowbro, close combat's gonna do 22% to it. Machamp probably not going to want to stay in, but it does, and goes for Bullet Punch. Psychic does take out that Machamp though. Switching out to the Alakazam, Shadow Ball is going to do 25% to that Drapion. Now under half health, switching out to the Probopass as it is paralyzed. Switching out to the Slowking, taking 16% from that Flash Cannon. Earth Power is going to do just under a quarter to Slowking, as Scald does over a quarter and get the burn on Probopass. It's not going to do too bad to it, considering it's a special Pokemon. Power Gym does take out that Scolipede on switching. And Klara is down to 3 Pokemon. Power Gem doing 37%. Focus Blast does take out that Probopass, bringing Ingo down to his last 3 Pokemon. Alakazam's got Quick Draw. It's over. Dynamaxing the Slowbro. Shadow Ball does take out that Slowbro. And Slowking is sent out right after it. Shadow Ball does 37% to it. Blizzard dealing 53 to it. Shadow Ball does take out the Slowking. Has Alakazam's Quick Draw even activated? Dazzling Gleam does take out that Drapion. And 3 Pokemon left. Ingo takes game number 1. From Klara's side, we saw something from everything except for that Scolipede. And from Ingo's side, we saw 2 to 3 moves from all of his Pokemon except for Tangrowth. We are back on the field for game number 2. And we're going to see if Ingo can move on to round 4 or if Klara is going to bring this to a game number 3. That Alakazam is going to be Klara's biggest threat to her team. If she can take it out somehow, I think she'll definitely have a better chance of winning. Klara leading off with that Drapion against Ingo's Tangrowth. Probably not the best for it, but of course these trainers are much smarter than me. Ice Fang's going to do a third to Tangrowth. Ancient Power is going to do 32% to Drapion. Tangrowth probably hoping for an Ancient Power boost. X-Scissor is going to do 42% as Tangrowth puts it to sleep. Switching out to the Dragalge as Ingo switches to that Magnezone with the Air Balloon. Gonna Thunder Wave that Dragalge. Dragon Pulse is gonna do 30% to Magnezone, popping that balloon as well. Tri-Attack is gonna do just under 30% to that Dragalge, as Dragon Pulse does another 29 to that Magnezone. Dragon Pulse is gonna do a little bit more this time with it doing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Ice Punch does take out that Dragalge. And Machamp is sitting with a burn under half health. Scolipede going for Protect against Machamp's Bullet Punch. Stalling out that burn as well as getting that free speed boost. Bullet Punch is going to do a third to Scolipede. Poise Jab's going to do a third, and with that burn, does take out the Machamp. It's currently 5v5 right now, as Ingo sends out that Probopass. Klara sending out the Slowbro here, as Flash Cannon does a little over a third to it. Quick Draw activating as Ingo switches out to Tangrowth. Max Knuckles going to do 42% to Tangrowth, boosting Slowbro's attack. Not sure how useful it will be. Sludge Bomb's going to do 8% to Slowbro, as another Max Knuckle does take out Tangrowth. And Ingo's sending out the Gliscor now. Earthquake's gonna do a little over a third, as Max Geyser does take out that Gliscor and sets up the rain. Slowbro will be turning back to normal. And Ingo's down to his last 3 Pokemon. One of them being that Alakazam, tracing the Quick Draw. Shadow Ball does take out that Slowbro. Klara sending out the Sculpede. Going for the protect against Alakazam's Calm Mind. Predicting it. Mega Horn missing the Alakazam. Shadow Ball takes out the Sculpede. I think that's it. That miss was insane. What is that 15% chance to miss? Shadow Ball doing 60% to Slowking. Skull doing 35% and getting the burn on Alakazam. 20%. That's crazy. Shadow Ball does finish off that Slowking. Alakazam sitting at just over half of its health. And Klara sends out that Weezing. Psychic's gonna finish off that Weezing. And it's now down to that Drapion. Who's asleep? Dazzling Gleam finishes it off. And with 3 Pokemon again, Ingo takes game number 2. Which means he'll be moving on to round 4. Where he'll be facing off against the winner of tomorrow's match, Argenta versus Agatha. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.